The one question came, a particular type of obstacle, very common one in meditation, wandering thoughts, wandering thoughts. Now, there are many different types of wandering thoughts. They're indicators to the level of scatteredness, if you will, in the course of developing concentration. So the nature of a method is to collect our minds from a scattered state to a concentrated state to a unified state. From a unified state, then it's possible to drop or shatter or break through that unification to see our true nature, right? The nature of mind. So this is basically the trajectory. So this wandering thoughts, there are thoughts that are scattered, fragmented, meaning they have no particular middle, beginning, middle, and end. It's just all over the place. So that's what we identify as fragmented, scattered thoughts. The second type is called wandering thoughts. Wandering thoughts. And this refers to some indication of beginning, middle, maybe not an end, but some continuity, right? Where you think about this, and this thing leads to that, and that thing leads to this. It just kind of, the mind wanders from topic to topic to topic. So that's another type of thought. The third type is discursive thinking. Discursive thinking. Then we're talking about something that have beginning, middle, end. So you're meditating, and your thought comes up, and it starts to unfold as a story, as a narrative, or repeats itself, recurring thoughts. And there's a storyline to it. So that's called discursive thinking. Another type, rumination. Rumination is really, it is a storyline, but it's a particular type of discursive thinking. And this type is not really the cerebral type, discursive thinking from one topic to another, unfolding the narrative. This type, it's more emotive. So it's this recurring tendency to see things in a particular way, to narrate in a particular way. Sometimes self-disparaging. Sometimes kind of fear that comes up. Every time you get into a certain state, you're going to have this fear that come up, or loneliness that come up. So the mind just gets enraptured, kind of down the rabbit hole, just gets sucked into this vortex. Repeats itself, maybe, or it just continues this. So it's not, in the flavor of it, it's very self-referential. Not necessarily selfish, just self-referential. So your emotion is completely involved. It brings up certain feelings, right, in this narrative. And the mind kind of churns over and over again, certain things. And it becomes a habit. And this rumination pervades not only in meditation, but also in daily life. It's a kind of tendency. It's a habit energy force. You may say it's a kind of proclivity. The person encountered this thing and then just start to ruminate the same patterns over and over. So that there are all of these different types. And like I said, they indicate the extent to which the mind is concentrated. If the mind is really concentrated, it's free from rumination. It's free from discursive thinking. And it's free from wandering thoughts. It may be just scattered, fragmented, discontinuous. So you're sitting, you're counting the breath or other method, and thought comes up. It doesn't really follow into a chain of discursive thinking, thoughts. Just thought comes up, maybe jump to another thing and then just dissolves. The next thought is completely different than the previous. So it's not linked together. So that is a kind of precursor from concentration. So what you need to do is come back to the body. Come back to the body. Make sure you're somatically grounded. This means simply you're very much grounded in the base of the posture or the relaxed posture. Feeling grounded. Because sometimes scattered thoughts comes out of habit, and it's just a manifestation of energy in the head region. Okay? So what you want to do is bring the energy down, ground it to earth. Assume a good posture, make sure the body is relaxed. Because if you have scattered thoughts or those other types of thoughts, you discover it, you discover that some part of the body is tense, usually the upper part. Usually the upper part. So this area between the eyes, shoulders. If you have rumination, it's usually, it may be still in the head, but sometimes it's here in the chest, or it's in the body. This may also include memory, so on. So it's kind of in the body. So you want to, with the scattered thoughts, you want to bring the energy down. And with rumination, you want to sharpen your method. Because at that time, the mind is very, very scattered. You can't sit. So you need to complicate the method more. So that it requires more of your attention. So if you're counting, if that's your method, instead of counting 1 to 10, you have to count 20 to 2, 19 to 1. Complicate the method. You may even use another crutch, prop. You count backwards from 20 to 2, 19 to 1. You may repeat the number several times. Exhale, 20, 20, 20, 20. Inhale, exhale again, 18, 18, 18, 18. So you constantly grab hold of your attention. The method itself requires more of your attention. Back to the method, back to the method, back to the method. And then once the mind is stable, you begin to gain some traction in concentration, then you go back to 1 to 10, 1 to 10. So what I'm saying is, there's a principle to using the method. The method that you use must match the state of your mind. If it's mismatched, you won't be able to use the method. So the mind is very scattered. You use a very simple method. Your mind is just going to keep on scattering. The mind is scattered. You have to use a more complicated method. It may be just a slight adjustment to how you use the method, but basically it's the same method, like counting the breath. You can count numerous ways. Following the breath, the sensation of the breath, you can experience that numerous ways. So it may be just some kind of adjustment that you need to do to the method. So the mind and the method matches. Then the method will be able to take hold of your mind and bring it to concentration. Okay? So the mind is already concentrated, and you use a complicated method, counting from 20 to 2, 19 to 1, that will scatter your mind. So you need to, again, shift the method. Maybe segue from counting the breath to sensation of the breath. In the beginning, it may be a lot to be aware of. Cool, warmth. Smooth, silky, smooth, coarse. Light, heavy. A little more turbulent, a little less turbulent. Long and short. So all of these variations, again, as the mind refines itself with concentration, you actually pick up more experiencing of the breath. So, more experiencing. I'm going to temporarily call that complicated. And then as you go deeper into concentration, the complications will simplify to the point where you don't even know if the breath is in or out. All you know is just changing sensations. Okay? And the changing sensation, the first thing to drop away is just cool and warmth that will drop away. Okay? Leaving you with just silky sensation and little coarse that will drop away. Of course, this is not a fixed stages of practice. I'm just giving you a kind of a trajectory, a blueprint. Right? Everyone may be experiencing this differently. Next one, light, the lightness of breath, the heaviness of breath. Right? This means in terms of the turbulence. Right? And then leaving you just long and short. And by long and short, it's just a sensation. Just a sensation of the presence of breath. And by long does not mean, a lot of people read some manual or some book about meditation. They think long breath means, you actually can hear it, long breath. No. Long breath just means the length of time it takes for the next breath to come is actually long. But the actual experiencing of the breath is very shallow. It's just exit in the duration. The breath is still exiting, but you're not you're not actually experiencing it. It's inaudible, very subtle. So it's just the presence. It's more of a presence in the breath at the nose. Exhale. And you don't follow anything. And the next exhalation. So, scattered thoughts, the principle in summary. There are different types. There are indicators to how scattered you are in concentration. That tells you what you need to do. You may need to complicate your method so that the method matches the state of your being. And then the method will be effective. And then progressively, you will go from scatterness to concentration. Concentration, unification, deeper states. How? Refining of the method until you're single-minded. From Chan's perspective, this is the point in which we can gain entry into shattering the unification, see yourself in nature. Now, for some other traditions, they may encourage the practitioner to go into deep meditative absorption, samadhi. Right? So Chan's view of samadhi is different than traditional Buddhism. Samadhi and wisdom are blended together. So we'll have specific Chan methods once a person reaches that state. So that's the relationship between meditation and scattered thoughts.